I find it funny when people say I'm ill-informed because I use fact-checking websites.
Hi, Tita. Uh, I don't know how people get the balls to say what they do. I guess because they're behind a fucking thing here and a fake username and blah, blah, blah. But, it's funny because I know that the president doesn't affect gas prices. But for some reason, he takes credit for when the prices go down. So if he's not responsible for them going up, why would he take credit when they go down? But that's politics. As for drilling more, yes, they are drilling more. The problem is we don't have enough refineries. I think they closed 9 of them, if I remember right. Also, the political fact thing that you're looking at is a left-leaning website, so it's going to give you the answers you want. Plain and simple. Because I looked them up. They lean to the left. So I could find a fact check thing that leans to the right, and it's going to give me the answers I want. So I take these fact check things and I kind of hold them at bay. But as for drilling, yes, I don't think he's put out new permits. I'd have to research that a little more, but I know that they're drilling. And there's a few reasons why the gas prices are the way they are. The gas prices, obviously are because of the price of oil and the economic global, price of oil. The other reason it went up recently and went up significantly was he said he was not going to refill the oil reserves that he took out from when gas prices were really skyrocketing. So now they're going up again. That and they're switching from winter to summer blend. And there's not a lot of refineries that can do that. What we need to get the gas prices down is more refineries. The 9 that they closed for some ungodly reason, I don't know why. I'd have to research that a little more. Maybe for safety reasons, I don't know. I have no idea. Or environmental impact, I have no idea. But if those 9 were reopened or they opened new ones that are more efficient in producing gas, the prices would come down. Because then we'd be drilling our own oil, not importing anything, and the world price would probably go down. I'm just basing that on the very, very limited knowledge that I have of the oil industry as a whole. There's a guy on here who knows the oil industry like the back of his hand. So I forget his name, but he's very, very good. But yeah, I mean, look, you want to vote for who you want to vote for, that's fine. I can't see us going through another 4 years of this. I can't, sorry. As for your the whole thing with the birth of your twins, how you're trying to find a doctor that'll do what you want, which is natural childbirth. But I have a question because I'm going by what you've said in previous videos. And that is, you said you're in a high-risk pregnancy. Now, I don't know how old you are. I don't know if you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s, early, mid-30s, whatever, or late 20s. It makes no difference to me. Apparently, for some reason, you are a high-risk pregnancy. Now, you're having twins, which, in my experience, from people I've known who have twins, never make it to term. It gets to a point where they have to come out, and the only way is by C-section. They're usually premature. By a month. They're pretty much developed, but they're a month early. In that range. Some earlier than others, but for the most part, from my experience of the friends that I know that have had twins. On top of the fact they get so damn big, they're like, get it out already, you know. I also think that the C-section market, let's say, has exploded. Because now you can have a baby on your time when you want to. End of story. Not wait for the labor pains or anything like that. A lot of women just don't want to go through that. Their due date is this day. Well, this is when you're cutting me open, and blah, blah, blah. And that's it. The only person I know of that ever had their baby on their due date was my wife. My daughter was due on May 5th, and she came on May 5th. But as for finding a doctor who won't let you do it naturally or is afraid of you doing it naturally, I think it's because you're a high risk. And they don't want to take the chance of something happening during labor and the birthing process. I don't know what laws they changed in Florida, what they did, what they didn't do. Last I heard, it was 15 weeks for an abortion. If they changed it, you would know more than I would. I still think it's an option if your life is in danger or something to that effect. I'd have to look it up a little more. But I think the reason they're very reluctant about you having natural childbirth is because of the high risk and what could go wrong during delivery. Nothing could go wrong. It's always a possibility. But if it comes to the point where you have no choice, where it depends on life and death, I'm going to assume you're going to take the C-section. But I think that's why the doctors are reluctant, not because of laws. If they do it because of laws, then the laws are stupid. But I don't know of any law that prevents doctors from having you deliver the baby the way you want. Now, not everything pans out the way you want. God forbid something happens in month 7.5 or, the 8th month and you have to have a C-section. Well, I don't think you're going to argue with the doctor about it, especially if it means life or death at the time. That's just my opinion on it. You have firsthand knowledge of all this. So if you have more information, educate me on it. I would like to know. Because it sounds to me that these doctors don't want to do it because you're high risk. That's the only reason. And with the way malpractice is nowadays and how people just malpractice insurance is through the roof because I know some doctors. They're retired now, but I've known some doctors who are like, damn, what the hell? But it is what it is. People will sue at the drop of a hat. So if there's something more that I don't know about, please inform me of it, because I have no idea. I'm just going by what I know here in New York. Because here in New York, the abortion laws really didn't change. And the birthing laws or any other kind of laws where doctors may get in trouble for certain things, that hasn't changed at all. So I have no idea what exactly the law is in Florida. From what I know, it hasn't changed much, or it changed and it's been in court and it still hasn't changed it. I don't know. You know more than I do. You live there. So if I'm wrong, let me know. That's all. I hope you're feeling okay and hope you're doing well. Booyah.